is Let's Talk World here at Social Media Shows, the number one, the first and only internet TV network that broadcasts live in real time. There's no secrets. When you see us, you'll see all that's what happening around us. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. It's been a while since I'm back in camera interviewing people because I have so many TV hosts who are so amazing to actually talk to all the guests to promote and advertise their passion, their skills, their talent here on our TV channel. And it's really amazing that a lot of people in Las Vegas and outside Las Vegas reach out to us because of what we do to every single artist that you can think of around the United States. And even some people from outside the United States is reaching out to us to be on our TV shows. We've been broadcasting live for over 5 years and been doing the same thing over and over again. And you know what? Because we want to bring to you guys the different talent or different artists that every single person has. We want to bring it to you guys. We want to show it to you. We want to showcase you every single talent that we have around the world. But anyways, guys, when we come back, I have a really, really amazing person who traveled from Arizona to Las Vegas just to be on our TV show. So when we don't go away, because you're gonna love. This is one of a million because I never had same as this talent before on our TV shows. So don't go away. Check out all these messages.
Are you looking to record or film your podcast? We have the sound room and all necessary equipment you need. Contact us for pricing and to schedule your tour.
Hi, I'm Deacon T with Modern Word Ministries. It's great to be with you today. Just a short little promo for our show. Every Sunday morning we have service, and you can follow us at 10 a.m. Pacific Time on modernwordministries.org. And if you missed us or you want to see some of our older messages, go ahead and check us out on socialmediashows.com every single morning at 9 a.m. It's a great way to kick off your day, get a little bit of the word in you, get something uplifting, get you started off on your way. You know, if you're looking for prayer or you need some help, reach out to us. If you go to our website, again, that's modernwordministries.org, you can interact with me via telephone, via DM, text message, whatever you want. I'll get right back to you. So if you need prayer, you need help, you just need somebody to talk to, Modern Word Ministries is here for you. We are your church in the community. So until you see you next time, be blessed, everybody. Bye-bye.
Traditional TV is going away. Hollywood is starting to fade. People are demanding real stories from real people. Our voices are now being heard in our own way. Podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok Live are becoming the norm. Internet TV has now reached the highest demand in human history. Social media shows is now the new media of the century.
Welcome back to Let's Talk World. And like what I promised you guys, I have Jay Butler here. He is a poet. And he just published the book.
Yes.
Broken Pieces.
Yes.
Broken Pieces. I like that title. I wish that Jay actually brought me the book because the title alone is actually makes me moving. But anyways, thank you for coming to our show, Jay.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for having me.
Our pleasure. Anyways, Jay, so you actually a poet.
Yes.
How long have you been doing poetry?
Like 10 years.
18 years. How many books have you actually published so far?
2.
Two.
The first one's named 7-Day Confessions, and this one is called Broken Pieces.
Wow. What? Okay. As an artist, like what I mentioned on our first segment, I never actually met a person who is a poet before. You're the first one that comes to our channel that is a poet. So, what makes a poet different from from a writer, singer, a comedian, or sing? What makes it different?
Poetry is raw emotions that you articulate, words that make people feel something, or you create a universal language that people can understand. It can be somebody's going through abuse, addiction, cancer. So I wanted to be a voice for those people who are going through things like that.
Awesome. Well, so do you actually write based on experiences, emotion of people, or where do you get the motivation to write all those poems?
My motivation or inspiration comes from things I've been going through or emotions that I'm going through. What makes this book so unique, I was going through most of those emotions that you see in the book. I was going through anger, self-hate, low self-esteem. What makes this book so good, because I have got understanding about who I was as a person, as a man. Most of my life, I was a coward. I used to run from responsibilities. I make a decision and then I try to escape the responsibility. So you'll see that, or you'll read that emotion in that book, like how I was a coward, how I was a user. It makes me have self-hate, makes me feel, make me have low self-esteem. So I couldn't express those emotions to my woman or to my friend. So the best way to express it is put it in the book. Because in society, people don't want to hear you complaining. Because as a man, people expect you to be strong. So when you complain or tell people your problems or vent, they look at it as a weakness. So this book is a place where I can be weak, where I can lay my emotions out and don't have to worry about being judged.
You can be in your own, you in your own box with
Yes.
this writing.
Yes.
That's great. You know what? I really like that way, because here's the deal. A lot of people who are dealing with that emotion, that mental breakdown or mental issues, a lot of people go and pay somebody, a therapist, right? And I've been to therapists before, but I am against it. The reason why I'm against it is because I think that nobody can help yourself than yourself.
Yeah.
And I think the way you're dealing with your mental issues is by writing a book, and that's really I believe that is a very helpful way to help yourself.
Yes.
So my question to you is, how did you improve from way before and after you actually wrote the book?
I have a desire to be better and do better. When you live in selfish, you hurt a lot of people that love you. You make selfish decisions based on the emotional state you're in. When you're not in a position that you feel like you should be in, you have like a lot of anger, and sometimes you take the anger out on the wrong people. Like I want to be the man to be able to take care of my family, or take care of my wife, or do things for my mother. If my mom asks me for $20, I want to be able to give her $100. So when you're not able to live life or enjoy life like you should, it's hard to have healthy relationships with people, because you have so much hate inside. So at any time you can snap, anytime somebody can say something wrong, and you can it make you snap or go off. I just had a desire to be better and do better. It's painful to see people hurting because of what you doing,
Yep.
how you living, and that's the thing about the world. When you're living in this world, not in the spirit, there's no morals, there's no rules, there's no loyalty. It's selfish people. We all live like cowards, go in a shell like a turtle. When it's time to be exposed or be held accountable, we go back in the shell and hide in darkness. And nothing in darkness is good. So I feel like I'm doing good because I have a desire and ambition to be better and do better, and just pay the people back with good deeds. All the people who's there for me, all the people who was patient with me.
Well, that's really great. So, let's actually touch your background, a little bit about your background.
Mm-hmm.
So, who is Jay Butler way before you found out that this is your way to go to actually get a better future, better life, a better, better surrounding?
My background is my mom used to work with Southwest Airlines. My dad was a truck driver. My grandpa, he's a pastor. Yeah, so I grew up going to church all the time. My dad, he's real. He has a lot of knowledge. He teaches a lot of discipline. He holds me accountable. And my mom, she's real. She loved me to death. She spoiled me. Sometimes that can be bad because when you're spoiled as a kid, you expect things to go your way. If not, you become selfish. You become a user. And that's the reason why I never hung around. That's why I never spent time with my dad, because I knew he's going to hold me accountable. When you were spoiled and when you were weak, you fear of real men. I feared to be around real men because I was going to have to be held accountable. Real men, they don't tell you what you want to hear. They tell you the truth. And when you're not ready for the truth, you run like a coward. You run in fear. And that's what I deal with most of my life. That's the reason why I never spent time around my dad, because he's a real man, and his beliefs is you should be held accountable for your actions, and shouldn't be using people, and you should be self-controlled and disciplined.
So when did you find out? When is the time where you know what? Let me write this. When was the time?
I was in my 20s. 3 years after graduating high school. I was with this lady named Sherry, and we had an argument, disagreement. So I said, I'm leaving. So when I left, I went to Greyhound bus station. I was going to go back home to Arkansas. But for some reason, when I went to the counter, the lady asked me, where do you want to go? I said, I want to go to Colorado. I want to go to Denver. So I ended up going to Colorado. Had $900 in my pocket. Didn't know nobody out there. So when I got to the bus station, I was like, oh shoot, reality kicked in. What I'm gonna do now? So I was just scrambling, like, man, I'm out here by myself. I don't know what else I'm gonna do. So I have a big old box with all my clothes, everything I own in this big old box, trying to find somewhere.
Carrying that box.
Yeah, I was like, don't know what I'm gonna do because I don't know nobody, And I ran into this lady. I said, oh, if I give you some money, can I stay with you? She was an alcoholic. Like every day she would say, oh, can I borrow you $5? What she was doing with the money was she was buying alcohol. I ended up leaving that place. So I'm with this big old box again, downtown Denver, trying to find somewhere to go. So I found this white lady and this black guy. I said, hey, where the hotels at? We couldn't find no hotels. So she said, I know a lady. You can stay with her, but you have to pay her. So I went over there, but it was a crack house. I didn't know that. Everybody there smoking crack, But I told the lady, I said, I'll give you $60 if you let me stay here till I get a job. Make a long story short, it was crazy. Everybody was smoking, and this one guy named Dredd, he said, hey man, you don't need to be in here. I was the only kid in there at the time. I was the youngest person in there. He said, you don't need to be in here.
How old are you at that time, 20?
20. And he said, I'm going to take you.
Did you run away from your house?
No, me and this lady was talking. I was staying with this lady, and we had an argument. I just left. And he said, I'm going to take you to this place because you don't need to be around us smoking while we smoking. So where he took me to was like a YMCA. They teach kids how to make music, mix and master music, produce. But they was teaching kids how to do things productive. So this lady came up to me. She said, are you going to get on stage and do spoken word? And I said, I don't understand poetry. I don't know how to write it. She said, do you not tell the truth? I said, yeah. And she said, that's all poetry is telling the truth. I've been writing poetry ever since.
Wow. And you, the first book, when did you publish that?
2 years ago, I believe, 2 or 3 years ago.
And then the last one?
Last week.
Last week, yeah, you were talking about it.
Yeah.
Yes. So, where they can find your book?
Amazon. You can find it on Amazon. J Butler. You find it on Kindle Fire.
So how is the response since you published the first one?
It's been good. I got a lot of good reviews. I got I think 8 or 10 stars.
Nice.
Somebody on the review said they like it because it's the variety of stories in the book.
And then you actually bring out the story within you. It's a real story. It's not just
Yes,
it's not a story that just make up story, right?
yeah, it's real stories. The second book is amazing because I'm more conscious and the stories are more deeper, and I'm telling more truth about me, like what I'm going through, the demons I'm battling.
What are your demons?
I'm selfish a lot of times. I'm selfish, prideful person sometimes. You know, pride is my downfall. You know, sometimes
Is that the proud cocky?
not cocky, but like pride, like don't want to be too proud to admit when I'm wrong sometimes.
Okay.
Um,
Or is that like standing on your own belief? Because sometimes we actually misinterpret being proud. I'm very proud
yeah,
because of my accomplishment on my own.
That's
and also as being a single mom.
Yeah.
And I am not apologizing for being me.
yeah.
So that's the reason why I'm asking you.
No, that's a good pride, you know, proud, you know, but when it when it affects people in a negative way, that's when it becomes bad. Yeah.
A lot of people take it as a negative, maybe being this. They, you know what I mean? But, you know, with all the things that you've been through, I've
Yeah.
been through, sometimes to actually put yourself on a pedestal because nobody will do that for
Yeah.
you. You're going to have to stand on your belief on what you, who you are, and not, you know, not get, you know, not listening to anybody. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you believe, unless you actually being proud, being cocky, even if it's not true and you never been through that, that's actually bad.
Yeah.
So which one are you?
I wouldn't call it cocky. I would say selfish. You know, selfish in my actions, the way I think. Sometimes I'm not conscious of how I make people feel. Sometimes we're so lost in our own world, we don't realize we hurting people. Sometimes people feel disrespected. You know, instead of having an adult conversation, it becomes an argument. So those are things I'm battling with. You know, holding myself accountable and accepting responsibility as a man. You know, part of me, I'm broken. You know, when I say about broken is like I've been living so wrong backwards all my life. You know, so it's hard to feel whole. You know, so it's like I'm picking up the pieces along my journey, putting myself together. You know, my dad is helping with that. You know.
Are your parents still alive?
Yes, my mom and my dad.
They live in Arkansas.
My dad lived in Memphis and my mom lived in Houston.
Oh.
Yeah, so I want to give my dad credit and I want to give Pepper credit. There's a lot of people I want to give credit that's helping me along the way, you know. When I mean helping me, I don't mean
Go
like...
ahead and tell your dad that.
I want to say thanks, Pops, for everything you done for me, holding me accountable, and continue to love me. Thank you.
I love that. I love that. I lost my dad a few years ago, and you know, parents will be always parents no matter what.
Yeah.
But anyways, Jay, you know, I am learning so much from you. Honestly, I am a good reader of a person, and I'm also a motivator. I don't do it officially, but I love to talk to people. That's the reason why I have this show, Let's Talk World, is because I just love to learn from people. because I know that I know a lot, but then there's a lot of room to know more. Knowledge is power. And you saying this while I'm giving you kind of like feedback, also actually I'm learning.
Yeah.
You see, I'm learning, like you're saying selfish and being pride, the pride and the selfishness
Yeah.
is, I felt like I am that person, but I stand in my grounds all the time.
Yeah.
I'm doing this, I'm being selfish to love you more.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? But
Yeah.
in your case, is you are taking that responsibility. I'm selfish.
Yeah.
You see, I'm saying,
Yeah.
so that's what I'm learning.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, you're gonna make me cry. I don't cry. Well, anyways, where they can find your book again, Jay?
On Amazon,
Under Jay Butler.
yeah, Jay Butler.
Mhm.
No, yeah, Jay Butler on Amazon. Yes.
And that's the only way they can find it.
Yes, I'm posted on Facebook and I also posted on
And where they
Instagram.
can find you on social media.
Jay Legendary on Instagram, Jay Legendary 84,
Mm-hmm.
and on Facebook is Jay Legendary.
The J Legionary. I spell the Legionary. Legend.
LEGENDNAIRE.
That's where you can follow him. Go ahead and support Jay Butler. It seems that this guy is a real deal right here. He actually write his poet based on how he feels and real time stories of his life, which is, we can always kind of learn from each other, like what I just said, figure out today. I've just learned a lot from Jay. But anyways, guys, we are not over yet because we're gonna have Jay perform some of his poetry. I cannot wait to see this. So please don't go away. Welcome to social media shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across social media platforms. We produce over 70 shows with over 1,000 episodes. In the process, we've helped over 100 creators realize their dreams and start their own show. We give platforms to promote your business. If you are an artist, if you have an event, if you are entrepreneurs, or if you have a story. If you haven't done it yet, go ahead and subscribe and follow us on major social media platforms. And if you have a great idea of a show, join us. Social media shows can help you produce and live stream your own show. Let us help you make your dream become a reality.
Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Skoda with Social Media Shows. Well, I thank all of you for your support through these last several years, and it's been a lot of fun. We've given people a voice they never had before. Now, Social Media Shows is always collaborating with our veterans to help them do things and help out the veterans who are struggling today. And we teamed up with GI Connections, connecting veterans with resources. So please consider helping and donating to this great cause because we're always doing things for veterans. So GI Connections, Social Media Shows, and you is what makes the world a better place. Once again, Joseph Skoda, proud United States Air Force veteran.
Got Films is a full-service production company that provides motion picture quality content and production services for use in the film and TV industry. Looking for a seasoned crew, high-quality equipment, or other production services for your film, TV, commercial, corporate convention, sports, news, or interview project? Your search stops here. Some of our projects include NASCAR, American Restoration, Pawn Stars, Counting Cars, Top Chef, BattleBots, Forge and Fire, and Street Outlaws. We have also produced over 60 feature films and documentaries. We're ready for all your needs. Whatever your project, whatever your budget, big or small, Got Films got you. GotFilms.com.
My name is Jay Butler. You can find my book on Amazon and Kindle Fire, Broken Pieces, under Jay Butler. You can also find me on social media, Instagram is JLegendary84. Facebook is JLegendary. Check out the book; it's good. It got a lot of poems on there that can relate to people. It creates a universal language that people can understand. People who's going through those same emotions or going through those same situations. Broken pieces. As I open my eyes, I realize my friends are enemies in disguise, waiting for my demise, but overcome the madness. In the ghetto, so much sadness. Little kids die, mothers cry. A dope fiend's willing to sell his soul just to get high. I pray that my daughter have a better childhood than I, because I've seen and experienced some things that made me want to cry. But it's too late in my life to feel shame. God, feel my pain. Feel my hurt and feel my pain. A kid grows over with a disability because his mom's addicted to cocaine. He'll never get a chance to see the American dream because she chose to be a dope fiend. She looks in the mirror and see what she once was but never will be. Trapped by her past, and that's the reason why she'll never be free. It's a shame. Kids never get reimbursed for all the heartache and pain. A 14-year-old girl got molested by her father, but was forced to have abortion. So look in her eyes, you can tell she'll never be the same. Screams and holler, but no one came. When she closed her eyes at night, she can still hear the baby saying her name. So she shoots up heroin in her veins just to numb the pain. So American people in society, ask yourself this question: who's the one to blame? God, feel my pain.
Awesome! Oh my God, are you a rapper?
No.
Okay, well, anyways, guys, this is Jay Butler. Please support him on his book. It's already published on Amazon Prime. Amazon.
Yes,
Right,
Amazon and Kindle Fire.
Jay Butler. Say the titles again.
Jay Butler on Instagram. Jay Legendary 84 on Instagram. Jay Legendary on Facebook. And the name of the book is called Broken Pieces.
Broken Pieces and the other one.
Broken Pieces, and the other book is called 7-Day Confessions.
7-Day Confession and Broken Pieces. Please go ahead and support him. Let's buy the book. Please buy the book. Thank you so much for tuning in on Let's Talk World today. And we'll see you guys again next time.